2K25. Guess what? It's time for the golfs. We are just playing the back nine today. Let's give it our best. Okay, let's do it. Well, that won't do, will it? And let's see how this tee shot fares for him. And we are in the deep stuff currently. Let's get out of here now. All right, I think he caught a little too much of this one from the rough. Okay, he's getting ready to fire away with his second shot. All right, drop this and you'll go one up on your opponent. Oh my, that's too bad. And this putt's around 11 feet out. And look at that, managed to get it to go. That's his par. Okay, if you sink this, you can have the hole. Oh, man. And after that first hole, tough break, you're one down. Okay, par 3. Here's their 7-iron. And let's see what you do off the tee here. Well, this is what his putt looks like. I'm glad I'm not him right now. Good luck with this. Way out here. This one's going hard to the right. A bit too much power into that putt. Here we go. Par putt coming up. I think this is going to go right to left. Oh, come on. Okay, and if he sinks this next putt, he will go 2 up. Okay, that one's in there. He's won this hole. And after that one, your friend is 2 up for the match. And we're on the tee here of the 12th hole. We got a par 4. All right, let's go. Pound this one out there. Let's get out of this green side rough cleanly. All right, this one's around 15 feet. It's breaking to the left, I think. And he gets that one to go, and that's his birdie. "15 feet to the cup from here. Starts off pretty straight, I think, and then heads to the left. And that hole's halved. Okay, 13th hole, and this is a par. All right, let's launch this in to the atmosphere, preferably hitting the fairway. Oh, and a down slope out there in the landing area. This one could catch a few more yards. Beauty of a swing there. And this shot is around 170 yards away. And this will be his second shot. Coming out of the deep stuff might not be enough. Oh my, almost in with the chip. Okay, you need this to win the hole. This one's going up the hill and to the left. Bit long on that one. And drop this one in for your par. And he's looking at this putt here to have the hole. Okay, you're going to let him have that one, and then we'll head to the next hole. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. Next is the 14th hole. This one's a par 5. Little less than pure on that swing. Looking forward to see what you do here. Well, something went amiss. And here's shot number 2 on hole number 14. I'll tell you what, that was some great golf I just saw on this hole. Next putt for eagle. Ooh, he almost got that to go. All right, drop this putt and secure that eagle. Let's do it. All right, that'll work from that distance. This putt's around 5 feet away. Okay, giving another putt over to your opponent. That's fine. Let's move on. And this putt for the birdie. And that hole will be halved. And now the 15th. This one's a par 4. This one's fairway bound. All right, let her fly. Let's see it. Nicely played. This is about 185 yards or so to the pin. And if you're not careful, this approach could get away from you. Bit of a down slope there. Well, this approach is leaning a bit to the right. Ooh, he almost dropped the chip. All right, you'll take this hole if you sink this putt. Downhill putt here, breaking to the left. All right, we're getting there. Well done. And this is his putt to save par. Let's see what happens. I think it's breaking to the left. And there it is. He's convinced that one to go down. This one's just a 3-footer. Okay, let's take a look at this next hole now. And that hole will be halved. And now on to the par 4 16th. All right, let's go. This one looks like it'll play. Nice swing on that. Okay, this one's about 135 yards out. Nothing wrong with that. Safely on the green. Ooh, close with that chip. All right, let's get a birdie and get out of here. What do you say? And it looks like this one's going pretty hard right to left. Oh, that one zipped right by, didn't it? Good luck here. 9 feet away. And if he sinks this next putt, it's going to go Dormy. Okay, we'll concede another putt here today and move on. And that hole will be halved. Okay, par 4 on this one, number 17. Here we go. Let's let this one go. Well done. And let's see what happens. This is his second. This one's going left. And this is our second shot here on the 17th. Something was a little bit off on that one. Oh no, went out of bounds. And this one's around 160 yards out. Really well judged approach there. Oh my word, that almost dropped in the bucket. And sorry to say, but if he sinks this, he wins the match. Yeah, I think this one's breaking to the left. Well, that's too bad. Your friend will finish this match at 3 up, and you couldn't beat them today, but maybe next time. And that was a bit of fun. Thanks so much for the round. I'm glad that you brought me along for the ride. We'll see you next time. Hello and welcome to PGA Tour 2K25. My name is John. We have match play on the go today. Let's make this round a fantastic round. I'm liking that tee shot. And he's ready to tee off. Let's see what he has. This is clocking in at around 170 yards or so to the pin from here. You'll be all right there. He's in the deep stuff here. He's buried in there. Let's see how he does. This one's coming out of the rough. Might not have enough on it. This putt to go one up for the match. This one's breaking pretty hard to the left here. Ah, no good. All right, if he wants to save par, he's got to drop this on in there. All right, he's got this one swung way out to the right. Okay, here's your chance to go one up on your opponent. And after the first hole of this match, you are one up on your friend. Here we go on the 11th. There you go. That's what you want. He's ready to tee off. Let's see what happens here with him. And they've chosen the pitching wedge. All right, this putt for the birdie. And this one breaking just a touch to the right, I think. Okay, he's left with this to have the hole. Okay, yeah, we're going to give him that one and head to the next hole. And that hole's halved. And teeing it up now on the 12th. Good one. And he's ready to let her rip. Let's see how this hole goes. Here's our second shot on the 12th. Come on, get right. Oh yeah, that was a tidy little shot. Well done. He's got some sand to contend with. Let's see what happens. Well, this one might have enough gas to get to the green. Okay, this is his third. Okay, if you sink this, you'll go two up on your friend. And after that hole, you are two up on your friend. And let's see what happens here on the 13th hole. Oh dear, look at that go. And let's see how he does on this hole. Oh, this one's in the fairway. Okay, about 185 yards to the pin now for him. A little too much to the right. And here's our second shot on the 13th. And you want this one to stick nice on that green. Bit of a down slope where we want to land this. Nicely done. Had the right club there. This one might have enough to get there. And he gets it to drop. Nice little chip in there. All right, this putt to go 3 up on your opponent. This one looks like it starts straight and then heads to the right. So good. And you are 3 up in this match after that hole. And here comes hole number 14 at us. Here we go. Let's see what this guy does. And here's a look at their 5-iron. Okay, here we go. Long putt ahead of you, but I've got faith. It's definitely, yeah, I stopped counting around 45 feet or so. Just, yeah, a little too much on there. He's a long ways out here with this next putt. Hopefully, maybe he misses. This putt is about 11 feet. I think we got a right to left break on this one. Oh, it's going right by. And if he sinks this, he wins the hole. All right, that drops on in there. He's going to win this one. And, well, that didn't go too well. Maybe next hole we'll get him. And now the 15th hole. This one is a par 4. This tee shot should play. Okay, let's go. Pound this one into the fairway. Pin's about 145 yards away. Nice shot, another green in regulation. Going a bit left of the pin. All right, let's see what he can do from the greenside bunker. Let's see what happens here. He's in the bunker. Heading for the rough. And here he goes. Coming out of the deep stuff on this one. Okay, they're going with the pitching wedge here. Okay, let's see if he can get up and down from here. All right, your opponent's conceding the hole to us, so that's great. And after that one, you're 3 up. in this match. 16th hole is upon us here. Let's see what happens. Well, this one could roll into the rough. No good. He's ready to let her rip here. Let's see what he does. All right, this is his second. All righty, second shot on the 16th. Yeah, this might be in the rough. Well, still in the rough here, but the shorter grass will come. Godspeed, my friend. Very long putt ahead. This putt's downhill and breaking to the left. No, that was tough. It's a little bit too hard on that one. Okay, here's a par putt. Okay, this putt is around 6 feet out. And as he gets that one to drop, that will win the hole for him. Well, nothing really went our way on that hole. Let's just look to the next. And the 17th hole is a par 4. Bit of an awkward swing. All right, let's send this ball away. Well, this shot might go into the rough. And you're going to end up in the deep rough. This approach is heading left. And here's our second shot on the 17th. All right, coming out of the rough, you might not have enough on it. And you just barely managed to roll that into the second cut. Unfortunate. Okay, he needs this to win the hole. Sinking this next putt will be for his par. I think this one's breaking to the left. All right, if you sink this, you got the match in the bag. Let's do it. A big hello to you from myself, John McCarthy. Pleased to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Can't wait to see what happens today. I got good feelings. I'm going to leave it there. And today we are beginning our round on a par 5 first hole. Now let's spank that ball into the fairway and begin our round. And let's see how this hole goes down for him. Setting up here just in the light rough. And there's some fantastic golf putting for Eagle. This is his third shot. And you'll go one up on your opponent if you can just sink this putt. And this one's going pretty hard right to left. Just a little too much power. All right, good luck with this 15-footer. Oof. And this putt's going to put him one up. And, yep, that's in there. He's going to win this hole. And after that one, your opponent is one up for the match. And here we go. We're on hole number 11, and we got a par 4. Okay, give this a smash. Well, let's see if he's been practicing his sand game here. Let's see. We are about 140 yards out. If we can get a kick left, it'd be nice. Approach shot worked out just fine. Okay, he's got his 19-foot putt ahead of him. Let's see what happens. Looks like this one's taking a break to the left. Oh, sliding by. And here we go, potential birdie. This putt's breaking just a smidge to the left. Oh, what do we have here? Continues to be online. And the putt goes down. Fantastic work. And we are all square after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 12th hole. That's safe. All right, let's see what he does on this one. And here's a 6-iron from them. And he's got quite a distance to the cup from here. And this one's, I think, going left to right. Oh. And this putt drops, you can go one up. This one might move a little bit left to right, just a little bit though. And here we go, this one for par. All right, let's move on to the next. And let's see, he's setting up now, 2-footer. Yeah, no problem there. We can give him that one, just a short putt. Then we'll head to the next. And this hole is a long par 4 hole. Great swing. Okay, he appears to be ready to roll on this one. Let's see how this tee shot goes. All right, here's our second shot on the 13th. And from here, he is looking at around 205 yards to the pin. 5-iron on display for this one. He managed to stick the green, but he's got a big job to do if he wants to sink that next putt. All right, out of the bunker. We got a long putt ahead of us, but we're not in the sand anymore. It's all good. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up. Oh, almost. Okay, let's slide this one on in there for our par. This one's just 3 feet. And your opponent's going to concede that putt. We're going to head to the next hole. And this putt right here will put him at 1 up. The putt goes down and you've won this hole. Fantastic work. All right, the par 4 14th is next. All right, let's let this one go. Managed to get a good swing on that. This is about 160 to the pin. Shot's looking good. All right, if you can get this to go, it is yeah, it's worth celebrating. We'll put it that way. This one's way out there. Let's see what goes down. Okay, this one is for the par. This putt's going uphill and to the right. Oh man, that par just slipped right away. And if he sinks this next putt, he's going to go 2 up on you. Look out. Okay, you're conceding that putt. And your friend's 2 up for the match after that hole. And now the par 4, 15th. Oh, looking good off the tee. Okay, let's smash this one out there. Okay, we're setting up with an elevated green. You might want a little more distance. Nicely done. Let's see what he does here. He's about 150 yards out. Heading towards that bunker. All right, third shot for him. And a 15-footer for him. This one looks like it's breaking to the left. Oh, so close. All right, sink this one and you'll win the hole. There's a way to bounce back. Birdie on this one after bogeying the last. I like it. And you're gaining ground on your friend after that hole. I like seeing that. Okay, let's unload on this one. Par 4, 16th hole. I got a good feeling. That was good stuff. Alrighty, he's good to go on this one. Let's see how he does. Okay, about 215 yards or so to the pin. And we found him in the fairway bunker. Let's see what happens here. You have a very long putt ahead of you here. This one looks like it's going to the right and downhill a bit. All right, got most of the way there. And if he sinks this next putt, he's going to go 2 up. Okay, he's going to win the hole with that one. And moving along, next hole coming up. All right, this one is number 17. We have a par 3 here. Taking this one with the 8 iron. Okay, let's see what you can do off of this tee. Come on, ball. Kick right. That's going to work just fine on the approach. All right, you've got this for the birdie. Let's go. This starts off pretty straight and then turns to the right a bit. Oh, man, that could have been better, I think, but maybe a birdie on the next hole. And the Canadian in me apologizes to you. If he sinks this next putt, he wins the match. And now that you've conceded that final putt of the match to your opponent, this one's over. And this one is over. I had an enjoyable time with you today. Even though you didn't win, that's all right by me. We'll regroup, and maybe next time you'll end up on top. All right, I'm going to head on my way here. I had a lot of fun with you out there on the course. Thank you for playing. We'll see you again soon. And it's a big hello to you from me, John McCarthy. I'm here to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Let's get into this. We are just playing the front 9 of this course today. Here we go. Let's do it. All right, let's see how he does here on this hole. Okay, this one's around 160 yards from the pin. Don't want to go too far on this one. The green slopes away from us around that pin. That'll do for the approach. All right, this is what he's looking at. Wouldn't want to be him. Looks like a right to left break. And 22 feet out for him. Looks like this putt will track a bit to the right. Yeah, looks like he's put it on a good line here. Not a bad result from that distance. All right, drop this and you'll go 1 up on your opponent. Okay, you're swinging this way out to the left. Let's see it turn. Okay, this putt to go 1 up on your friend. Oh, it goes down, and that will win you the hole. Good job. You are 1 up after that first hole. Teeing it up on the second hole. Looking good off the tee. All right, let's see how he does. Okay, let's check our distance twice. All right, he's getting ready to fire away with his second shot. And if they sink this putt, we'll be back to all square. It looks like this one's breaking to the left. Six feet to go here. And if he drops this, he'll have the hole. And that hole will be halved. And teeing her up here on the third. Well, unfortunately, that's a missed green. All right, let's see how he does on this hole. And here's a look at their hybrid. Second shot on the third. And if this putt drops, we'll be at all square again. And I think this one's going left to right. And from there, not a bad result. Okay, save par right now with this putt. Let's go. And I think this one's breaking to the left. Ooh, almost. This one's a 7-footer. And if this goes down, they're going to take things all square again. Yeah, that makes sense. Give your opponent that putt. I don't think we were going to take this hole anyway. And we have a par 5 fourth hole on this one. Okay, here we go. Let's launch this one out there. Oh, and you got all of that one. And from around 210 yards out, let's see what he does here. And setting up now with an elevated green to deal with. Oh, pretty good with the chipper there. And this putt's going to put him one up. This one looks like it's moving a bit to the right here. Oh. And if he sinks this, it'll be for birdie. All right, give it a tap. And that's great. That drop shot on the last is kind of a race now with this birdie here on this one. And that hole will be halved. All right, fifth hole, par 3. Let's do it. And they're going with the pitching wedge. Oh, let's see what you can do on this one. Oh, effortlessly done. Nice swing. Safe approach. Nice. Here's a 17-foot putt. It looks like this one's breaking right to left. Oh, come on, be nice. This one's for par. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up. And as he drops that one to the bottom, he has also won this hole. Here we go. Par 4, 6th hole. All right, let's let her fly. Let's go. Nice, pure swing. Great stuff. Okay, about, I'd say 185 or so to the pin from here. Yep, that's out of the top shelf. Good work. Heading a little bit to the left on the approach. Ooh, he almost got that one to go. All right, sink this and you'll take the hole. I think this is going to go right to left. Just missing the birdie. Okay, he's got 2 feet to go here. Okay, giving another putt to your opponent. Let's move on. Okay, this putt and you can win the hole. And after that one, we're all square. Okay, let's see what you can do here on the 7th. And he's ready to tee off here. Let's see how this goes. And he's about 125 out. Let's see what he does. Let's get up and out of here. Good job out of the sand. Well done. Okay, here's your chance to go one up on your opponent. And it looks like this is breaking pretty hard to the left. Oh, too bad. All right, let's see if he can do this. He needs it to save par. Setting up here with a 4-foot putt. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. All right, have a good tee shot on this 8th hole. Par 3. We could get that close, I think. Well done. That's another green in regulation under your belt. And let's see how this tee shot fares for him. And this next putt for him is for birdie. Looks like this one's breaking to the right. And he gets the birdie putt to drop on in there. Okay, you need this putt to have the hole. And that hole will be halved. And the 9th hole is ready for us. Hopefully you're ready for it. Of course it had to go there, of all places. He's looking ready to roll. Let's see how he does on this hole. The ball's below your feet here. You might want to aim a little to the right to compensate. And here we go. This is his second shot. This one's heading left. he is in the beach. Let's see how he gets out of this one. Hi there, my name's John McCarthy, and I would like to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Let's get this in gear. And hopefully you two have a good day out on the links today. Match play golf happening right now. Hopefully you can go low today. Not sure. This one could roll into the rough, though. And he's ready to go. Let's see how this hole goes for him. Here's our second shot on the 10th. Oh man, that's wet. Okay, we are in the deep stuff currently. And blunk. We're in the deep stuff here. Okay, you're on the green. Big putt ahead of you, but I think you've got it in you. Let's see how he deals with this bunker shot. And I don't think this is enough from the sand. Well, let's see how he does here. He's in the bunker. And this one for the triple bogey. Breaking pretty hard to the left. Ooh, right by. And this putt right here will put him at 1. Okay, we're speeding things up. You're not even going to make him putt that one out. Let's head to the next. After that first hole, you're 1 down on your friend. Okay, nice little par 3 here on the 11th. This is an 8 iron. Well, looking forward to this hole. There we go. Great contact. Well, missed the green on that one, but I've already forgotten about it. Well, let's see if he's been practicing his sand game here. Let's see. Second shot here on the 11th. Looks like he's got around 8 feet to the cup. And if you want to save par on this hole, we got to drop this right here. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. Okay, on the tee of the 12th hole, it's a par 4. Okay, let's rip this out into the fairway. Good shot. And we're setting up here about 210 or so from the pin. And that green slopes away from you, so this approach could go a little long if you're not careful. Well, it's unlucky. Missed the green on that one. Okay, he's in a fairway bunker. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's see what happens. This is his third. And he's trying to get out of this deep rough. Let's see how this goes. I think this one's coming up short from the rough. Uh-oh, look at this. Is he going to get it to go? Okay, you've got this to win the hole. Okay, now that your opponent has conceded the putt, we head to the next hole. This match is all square after that hole. Here comes the 13th hole. Nicely struck. And he's just about ready to tee off. Let's see how he does. So this tee shot should work. This one's going to get sandy. And from here, it's about 250 yards out. Putting for eagle here on this one. Woo, good stuff. Okay, let's see how he deals with this sand trap. And you'll go one up on your opponent if you can just sink this putt. Look at this one breaking pretty hard to the left here. All right, he's got this for birdie. Let's see what happens. I think this one's going to go a bit to the left. Oh, almost. And this putt drops. You can go one up. All right, bottom of the cup. And you've won the hole. You're one up after that one. All right, we got a par 3 here on the 14th. And that approach was a bit wayward. He's ready to let her rip here. Let's see what he does. They're going with the 5-iron here. Let's see if our little friend here can get up and down out of this bunker. All right, here's our second shot on the 14th. Nice work out of that bunker. This one's around 15 feet away. But I think it's breaking to the left. Oh! Hi there, my name's John McCarthy, and I want to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Looking forward to see what goes down out there today. I must admit, I do enjoy a bit of match play. All right, let's get this going. Okay, let's launch this next tee shot. What do you say? Ooh, caught the downslope. This is going to have legs. Good job. Setting up here about 190 yards or so to the pin. Oh my! Robbery. Yeah, I wish that one went down. Okay, second shot for him on this one. And they've chosen the pitching wedge. And this putt's going to put him one up. I think he's put it on a good line. Ouch, right by the hole. Okay, and this one to save the hole. I think this one starts off pretty straight and then goes to the right. And let's see, he's setting up now, 2-footer. And that putt will go. And all square after the first hole. All right, let's go. We got a par 4 on the second hole. All right, bombs away. Let's hit that fairway. That's not going to be good. This one's out of the rough, but might not be making it to the green. Second shot here on hole number 2. Okay, nicely out of the rough there. Now, let us set our sights on the green. Oh, I'm liking that one. Nice chip. And if this goes, it'll be for his par. And you got to get this one in if you want to have the hole. And that hole's halved. And it's a par 3 for the third hole. Oh, this should be fun. Let's see what happens here. This one's going left. And here's your second shot on the third. Well, that's great. Leaving the bunker behind. We're putting. Well, let's see how he gets out of this one. All right, drop this and you'll go one up on your opponent. Oh, look at this thing. Still online. Come on, get down there. Oh, come on. Somehow it doesn't go down. Okay, this next putt is for his bogey. And if you sink this, you'll have the hole. All right, what a gift your friend has given us, conceding that tiny little putt. I'll take it, though. Okay, fourth hole, par 4. Here we go. All right, bombs away. Let's see what happens here. Let's go. That isn't too good, is it? And he's looking at around 190 yards to the pin. They're choosing the 6 iron here. And second shot here on the 4th. And I don't think you had enough out of the sand here. All right, let's see what happens. This is his third shot. Ooh, almost in there with the chip. Okay, you've got this to save par. Come on, let's get that to go. And this one's going pretty hard right to left. Just a little bit aggressive there. Good luck here. 8 feet to the cup. Oh, no. All right, you've got this left for double bogey. All right, your opponent's going to let you have this putt, so we're going to head to the next hole. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up. Okay, unfortunately, we didn't win this hole. You had to give that putt to your opponent, which is fine. We're moving on. Par 5 for the 5th hole. Not an amazing swing. All right, load up. Let's let this go. Nice drive, just striping it. Okay, he's coming out of the deep stuff. And second shot here on the 5th. Good job. And this shot is clocking in around 105 yards from the pin. Oh, how dialed are you today? Look at that one. Ooh, he almost drops it in there with the chip. Hey, I'm liking that one. Nice chip. And this putt's around 7 feet. Almost. All right, let's drop her in the hole. This to save par. All square after that hole. Sixth hole coming up. Unlucky. All right, interested to see what he has in store for us here. And the ball is below your feet as we set up here. Just want you to know you might want to compensate. Well, might not have had enough club on that one. All right, click off the golf shoes. We're out of the sand and into the fairway. Good stuff. Okay, he's got 135 yards to the pin or somewhere thereabouts. All right, come on now. This putt to save par. He's got about a 3-footer here. And that hole will be halved. Teeing off now in a long par 4. Nice. He's ready to tee off. Let's see what happens here with him. This one's heading to the fairway, I think. We've got about 2:15 to go from here. Let's see what his second shot looks like. And this putt right here will put him at 1 up. I think this one's moving to the right. All right, for the par. And if he can sink this, that's going to have the hole. Okay, giving another putt over to your opponent. That's fine. Let's move on. And that hole will be halved. And now we're teeing it up on the 8th hole. Okay, on the green safely. And he's ready to let her rip. Let's see how this hole goes. Taking this one with the 9-iron. Here we go for your birdie. Yikes, that went right by. All right, and if he sinks this next putt, we go Dormy. Setting up a 5-foot putt here. A little too hard. Setting up for the bogey putt here. And this putt's going to put him 1 up. All right, now that you've conceded that putt, we'll head to the next hole. Okay, your opponent is 1 up after that one. All right, the 9th is a par 4. All right, let's go. Let's launch this one out there. Well, that'll work for you. And from 170-ish yards out. Okay, hitting into an elevated green here. Ouch, this one's kicking to the left. Well, you can't hit them all. And from the green side bunker, looking for an up and down here. Hello there, my name is John McCarthy, and let me be the first to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Okay, starting with a par 5 first hole here. Let's get to it. Let's put that first drive in the fairway and be on our way. That's looking nice off the tee. Okay, he appears to be ready to roll on this one. Let's see how this tee shot goes. And we're somewhere around 240 from the pin. All right, on the green and under regulation, you got a putt for eagle, and that's fantastic. I think I'll let your putting do the talking here from way out. This one's gonna go down the hill and right to left, I believe. Well, this one's looking good so far. And not a bad effort from where you were. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up. And this one's going a bit to the right. Okay, not a bad effort from that distance. He's got a 3-footer here. Oh! And here we go. He's putting for the par. And there we go. And this putt to go one up for the match. I'm liking what you're throwing down here. You're one up after the first hole. Okay, lengthy par 4 ahead of us here. Oh, that's no fun. We wound up in the deep stuff. Alrighty, he's good to go on this one. Let's see how he does. Little less than pure on that swing. And here's his second shot. Here's our second shot on hole number 2. I think you might be coming up a bit short from the rough here. Oh, you didn't hit this one, but that's okay. And he's just in the first cut on this one. Oh, look at this. Is he going to get it to drop? All right, drop this on in and save your par. This one's going left to right pretty hard. Okay, time to head over to the next hole. And it's going to be all square if they sink this putt. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think we were really going to win this hole anyway. All right, staring down a par 3 now on this third hole. And the approach heading to the left. All right, interested to see what you have in store for us here. All right, we're 33 feet out. Downhill putt, moving right to left. Oh my. And this putt right here will put him at 1 up. Yeah, I think this one's breaking to the left. Oh. And if he can drain this, it'll be for par. And here comes a 4-footer. And that hole will be halved. Okay, we got a par 5 here on the 4th. All right, let's go. Pound this one out there. I'll take that. And here's our second shot on the 4th. That's bold, using the driver off the fairway. I'll take it. Well, that's just fine golf playing there. That's on the green in under regulation. Well done. He's okay, and with that, he's out of the sand, so that's good. And he will set up here around 140 to the pin. Looks like this one's going left. Okay, this putt to go 1 up on your friend. This one's going downhill, breaking right to left. Ooh, wish I could have given you that one. And here he goes, putting for par. So it looks like it has a little bit of a break to the left. And you'll go one up on your opponent if you can just sink this putt. Boom, drops it in. Nice putt there. That wins you the hole. And you're one up for the match after that one. And let's see what we can do here on the 5th hole. Well, you got to hold on to the fairway here. All right, just barely into this first cut. You should be okay here. Here we go. Let's see what this guy does. Well, we might need a little bit less club on this one. That green's well below us. Well, you might not have enough out of the rough here. And here we go with his second shot. Come on, come on. And they'll take this all square if they can sink this. This one's breaking left to right. And that's not a bad effort. Okay, this will save your par. Let's go. Ooh. About 6 feet to go here. And we'll be back to all square if they drop this putt. Okay, we will give that putt to the opponent. We'll lose the hole in the process, but another hole coming up. We'll get them there. And after that hole, we're all square. And now the par 4 6th. Ooh, this could be trouble. Needs to hold on to the fairway. That'll nestle in just barely into this first cut. All right, give this a rip. This one's looking like a fairway finder. And I'm wishing him the best of luck out of the rough. You're probably not, though. And this one's around 185 yards to the pin. This one's for par. He's got 3 feet to go. Okay, I see we're conceding that putt. Just a short one as well, so we'll head to the next. And that hole will be halved. Okay, 7th hole is a par 4. Okay, let's send it. That'll work. And setting up about 105 yards to the pin. Don't know what that was. Just a little off on that approach. He's definitely into the second cut here. Let's see how he does. Oh, man, that almost went. Oh, almost got that chip to go. And he's in the green side rough. Way out there for this putt. Good luck. And this one for bogey. Oh, that was almost in. And this putt's going to put him 1 up. And after you conceded that putt, we're done on this hole. Let's move on to the next. And after that one, your opponent is 1 up. And the 8th hole, we have a par 3. And here's their 8-iron. Have a good tee shot. Beautiful swing. Yeah, that's going to work for you. I'm liking that. And he's staring this one down, trying to save his par. I think we got a right to left break on this one. Oh. Maybe got this putt to win the hole. Looks like this one starts off straight enough, but then it should go to the right. Going towards that hole. All square after that hole. Teeing this one up on hole number 9. And the fairway does tilt away from us. A bit of a downslope up at the landing area. Great drive. That was some power. All right, let's see how he does on this hole. Okay, he's getting ready to fire away with his second shot. Well, he's hoping this one sticks to the fairway, and he'll end up just barely into this first cut of rough. Here's our second shot on the 9th. Hitting into this green with a bit of a down slope, and don't want this one to get away from you. Oh, yeah, that's going to do just fine. Great work. Let's see if he can get this one close from the greenside rough. And he's trying to save par right here. Let's see if he can do it. I think this one's going left to right. All right, sink this putt and you'll win the match. Great work out there today. You squeaked out the win here, pulling it off at 1 up. Great work. And with that, I say goodbye. And hopefully we'll see you again real soon. Hello there, my name is John McCarthy, and I would like to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Looking forward to today, no question. Looks like we're just taking a hunk out of the back 9 of this one today. All right, let's do the golf. This one looks pretty good, should be in the fairway. All right, let's launch this into the atmosphere, preferably hitting the fairway. Wow, you just pummeled that poor little ball. All right, second shot on the 10th. Well, look at you putting for eagle now. That's fine work. Fine work indeed. And this putt is way out there. Best of luck. This one's going left to right. Pretty hard break too. Now you've got a 7-foot putt. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up. All right, he dropped that one in there, and that's going to win the hole. And your friend over there is one up after that one. And the 11th is a par 3. Here is their 5-wood. This one's going right. Well, let's see what you got. Well, you made good contact with that one. And this will be his second shot. All right, you'll take this hole if you sink this putt. Oh man, this one's breaking pretty hard to the left. And well done, you got most of the way there. Let's see what he does here. He's putting for par. This one looks like it's breaking to the left. And he gets the putt to go. That was a pretty good one. And good luck here. 6 feet to go. And that hole's halved. And this one's a par 4 for the 12th. Looks like this one will be safe in the fairway. Here we go. Let's let this one go. That drive was fierce. Okay, let's see what he does here. He's around 205 yards out. And they've gone with the 6-iron on this one. All right, second shot on the 12th. And that'll do. Grab your putter. This is sheer insanity. How is he going to do this? Let's just wait and find out. Oh. Okay, you need this to win the hole. This one's just breaking hard to the left. A little bit too firm on that one. And this is his putt for par. This one looks like it'll break to the right. And there it is. He managed to get that one to drop. That's his par. And that hole will be halved. Okay, 13th hole. This one's a par 4. Looking good off the tee. All right, here we go. Give it a rip. Let's hit that fairway. Catching the downslope here. This should chase out. Look at this. Driving that green. Putting for eagle. I'm just proud of you. All right, sink this one and you'll win the hole. This one's going pretty hard to the left. Oh, almost in there. And he's got a 12-foot putt in front of him here. Yeah, I think this putt's going to break to the right. And there he goes. That's going to drop for him. And this putt is for your birdie. Let's do this. Wonderful, wonderful shot. And that hole will be halved. And here we go with the par 4 14th hole. Okay, give this a smash. And he's got around 160 yards to the pin from here. Good luck on your second shot here on the 14th. This would be nice to get for birdie. And this one's breaking pretty hard to the right. That one's zooming by the hole. Oh man, no good. Let's get back on the green here. Oh, way to chip that one close. Well done. And if he sinks this, he will go 2 up. All right, I see you've conceded that putt, and we'll lose the hole, but we got more golf to play. Okay, on to number 15. This one's a par 4. Oh, this one's dropping fairway for sure. All right, let's let this one go. setting up with an elevated green. This might call for some extra distance. I think you might be heading to the sand. A little wayward on that approach. And this shot's about 175 yards out. And from the greenside sand, let's have a nice out here. Oh, you almost hold that out. And he needs this next putt to send things into Dormy. Looks like he's put it on a good line. Still on track. Oh, this has to go. Oh, and he gets that to drop. And your friend is 3 up after that hole. Okay, 16th hole. This one's a par 5. Hello there. It is me, John McCarthy, here to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. I got good vibes about the day. I think we got good things ahead. And just half a round of golf today, playing the back 9. Let's do this. Well, this drive's looking okay. All right, let's see how he does. All right, here's his second shot. Not sure where this one's going to end up. All right, we got about somewhere around 250 yards to go here. Okay, he's coming out of the deep stuff. Okay, let's get out of this greenside rough. Ooh, I didn't love seeing that. And this putt right here will put him at 1 up. Oh no, it's right by the hole. Okay, here's a 5-footer. Oh, just missed the par. And this putt's going to put him 1 up. And that's going to drop, and he will win this hole. And unfortunately, you're 1 down after the first hole. And for the 11th, we have a par 3. Going a bit left of the pin. Okay, let's see what you got here. And we're going right of the pin. And we couldn't hold the fairway. That's all right. Just in the first cut here. Oh my, he almost dropped that chip in there. Okay, second shot on the 11th. Oh man, you hate to see those ones go by. Okay, 10 feet to go here. And it looks like this will just move a tiny little bit to the right. That's in there for par. Okay, if he sinks this, he'll have the hole. Okay, yeah, no need for him to putt that out. Let's head to the next hole. And that hole will be halved. And we're on the 12th hole. We got a par 4. Okay, let's go. Pound this one into the fairway. Okay, there you go. He's got around 155 yards to go here. Okay, second shot here on the 12th. Yeah, we'll take that. This is a 27-footer here. I think this one's breaking to the left. Oh, just slid by. All right, sink this and you'll take the hole. Just a little too much pace on that one. This putt's for par. Let's see what you can do. He's got about a 3-footer here. All right, conceding another putt. Let's head on to the next. And that hole will be halved. All right, 13th hole is coming up. We got a par 5 ahead. All right, let's send it. And just sheer terror coming off the club face there. Powerful drive. Okay, we're about 250 to the pin. There's a green and under regulation for you. Pat yourself on the back. This is a super long putt. No two ways around it. Let's see how you do. This one's breaking pretty hard right to left. I'll take that from that type of distance. And if this next putt drops, he'll go 2 up. This one seems to be tilting left to right. Looks like he's put a good stroke on it. It's still on the line. Oh, and he gets it to go. And your friend's 2 up on you after that hole. Here we go. Now, the 14th hole. This one's a par 4. Looks like this one's in the fairway. Okay, full sand. Let's go. That'll do. And we're about 130 yards to the pin from here. Hopefully we get a bounce to the left. Well, that'll do for now. This one's 23 feet away. And this one's going pretty hard right to left. Just, yeah, a little too much on there. And if this drops, he can go to 3 up. I think this one will go left to right. All right, he's got it. He's also won the hole. Well, unfortunately, that hole didn't do anything for you. And now the 15th hole. We got a par 4 for this one. Okay, time to send it. That's too bad. Here's our second shot on the 15th hole. Okay, back in the fairway. Let's set our sights on the green. All right, he's getting ready to fire away with his second shot. The approach is heading a bit to the right. Oh, that chip was robbed from you. And unfortunately for you, if he sinks this, he wins the match. And this one looks like it's kind of moving from the left to the right. Right by. And this is his look at a par putt. Okay, giving another putt to your opponent. Let's move on. Okay, we could save par here with this putt. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. And now, number 16, it's a par 3. And they are going with the 9 iron on this one. Okay, let's see what you do here. There we go. Nice contact on that one. A little off on that approach, but that's okay. Ooh, nice little chip on that one. Ooh, he was close. All right, let's do it. This to save par. All right, let's see how this next hole is playing. And I'm kind of hoping for him now. If he sinks this,